Hey guys, THUNDERSTUD here, and today we are revisiting another archetype where we can use fusion deployment. This one's a pretty good one. We're using Dual Avatar, okay? It works well with this because we have our field spell, which is our ultra rare from this deck, and it limits you to only using fusion monsters the same way deployment limits you to only using fusion monsters. So we have an extra deck full of fusion monsters. If you've seen Dual Avatar, they're a little wacky. I've really been meaning to replay them. There's just not much room to tech, but as you see here, I just had to remove 3 limit traps from my deck and then add these 3 limit fusion deployments, so it actually really worked itself out for me. But that's just how Dual Avatar is. They're very limited on the ratios. As you can see here, I usually even run more return. We're running very few. We get to the field spell very quick. Virtually what this archetype does, you have a lot of fusions. This guy will destroy an attack position monster. This can negate effects, stop destructions, and he swings and you can't activate stuff. And yeah, mostly with these 2 Dual Avatar generic fusions, you gotta use an effect monster, which sounds kind of easy, but you're given a lot of tokens through things like Dual Avatar Invitation, which is the fusion, and the field spell. You get a lot of tokens. They count as tokens, they count as normal monsters. A lot of the effects require effect monsters to be used, so you can't just use 2 tokens and have your effects. They're still pretty good effects, so that'll make more sense in the replays. Yeah, I've really been meaning to revisit this deck. It's actually a pretty cool deck. I wish I had time to play it more, but we did get a good revisit in here, and it's a great use of fusion deployment. Really no downside to it. So hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching. Alright, here we are going second against Solomon Muto, or Grandpa as we call him. We got a terraforming, 2 fusion deployments, and a fist. We're facing Saddler Knights. Can you believe that? Sets 2 back row, doesn't do his Xyz. We get an invitation, that's pretty good. Terraforming, here's our field spell. It's gonna add a monster or get negated. Not a bad negate. We don't mind too much. We're gonna use invitation out the gate. Throw away a fusion deployment. Do 1 fusion with the effect monster. That's the Gyo. Now we can negate monsters from the extra deck. We can negate their effects. Now we're using fusion deployment to bring out the fist. Fist will use his effect. That's why we left the tokens. Now we have defeating evil. We're going to use defeating evil on the last token. Look at that efficient use of tokens. He's going to use the sky bridge though to get rid of the Beetlejuice and bring out a Deneb. I think this is the most beautiful card in all of Yu-Gi-Oh, don't you think? I think the art is just gorgeous on this card. Swing over all the cards, and he has nothing on his field. He did search an Altair though. Brings out the Deneb once again. But remember, we can negate an extra deck monster. He's the Battlemus. We're gonna negate it after it discards and detaches, so that's actually pretty good. We chain to it, negate it, he swings at us out of anger, destroys us, but that triggers Yuhi's effect to add to your hand. Pretty good. We get our field spell, it's going to let us search. We search foot, then we add a token, use our boy's effect to destroy that token. He's going to Xyz block us though. Then I should have set foot. I accidentally normal summon fist thinking I'd be able to use his effect again, but I cannot. But now he has no material, and with no material he can't turn into the bigger boy. Here, foot. Okay, did you see what happened there? Yui was destroyed by battle. That triggers foot. Foot special summoned, destroyed a token. That special summons Kongyo from the extra deck. Isn't that wild? And we search return. That was a really good way to use feet. Kongyo swings over his Batlamus. We keep the others in defense, but we do have defeating evil. He's got a Missile Space Typhoon, our field spell, so we didn't even lose one of our back row. We're really killing it. He's using Sirius to draw one. He's probably hoping to draw a Dark Hole or something. We're gonna defeating evil is back row, so he really just stands no chance. Stellar Nova wave, so it wasn't the greatest. But he scoops after we show him everything. Great duel, guys. Alright, here we are going first against a regular Kaiba. Seto Kaiba using Battle Chronicle. We got 2 fusion deployments. We got invitation. We're looking pretty good. We're gonna start with invitation, throw away fusion deployment. We're gonna just have to double fuse with our own monster, so we bring him out. Then bring out defeat. That's the negate of a special deck, an extra deck monster, I should say. So here we destroy ourselves, search an invitation, set defeating evil. And we have a negate of an extra deck. Here he's going to use Cup of Ace and hit. We still don't care. Normal summons Blue Eyes. Battle Chronicle. Ultimate Fusion. So watch what we do here. He's going to Stream Burst Destruction. So we're going to use Defeating Evil, destroy our fusion. When you use Defeating Evil to destroy a fusion, you gain another effect. We banish 1 card from our opponent's graveyard. Banish his Blue Eyes, that stops his ultimate fusion. We top deck Yui's Fist, very good. He uses Jar of Greed, we just swing for 1800. We'll be able to use Invitation next turn no matter what we draw. He normal summons the Spirit of White, brings out a Chronicle Magician, uses Gift of the Mystical Elf to gain 900 life points. That was a pretty terrible card. Swings over us, we get Terraforming. That's not a pretty terrible card. We search Sinka whatever. It's a field spell. That searches Fists. That summons a token. Destroy the token. Search defeating evil. We are going to use the invitation though. So bada bing, all 3 gone. Now we have Kyongyo. Swing over that boy. Return that boy to hand. So what happens when you swing and do, after damage calculation. He's able to normal summon it. Oh, check this out. Power of the Guardians tries to swing in us, but we are like Samurai Destroyers, so his Power of the Guardians did nothing as he swung into us, and he just destroyed his own monster, and we ignore battle traps and just finish him off for lethal. That's how it's done, guys. Great stuff. Alright, here we are going first against the Seto Kaiba. D-Sod Kaiba, I should say. 25 cards though, Ultimate Dragons for sure. We have Defeating Evil, we have Fusion Deployment, we got Fists, and Invitation. We're going to start with Invitation, throw away Fusion Deployment. We start with 3 tokens, that's going to be this monster. Then we get that monster out of there. That's a effect negation. Then we bring out Fists, and we set Defeating Evil. So now we can negate the effect of a monster who's special summoned from the extra deck. He hits a Galaxy Cyclone on our Defeating Evil. Pretty annoying now. Look at what I did. I used Yui to destroy the fusion monster, okay? Then we're going to use Invitation once again. Boom, boom. We go into Empowered Kongyo, because that's going to completely negate the Maiden with the Eyes of Blue. So she was just a 0 attack monster. We curb stomped. Top deck the brand new fusion deployment. Show him Fist to bring out the Fists. I think I messed this up too, yeah. So if I would have attacked with Fist first and we destroyed the Stone of Ancient, we go with Kongyo. He can't use his Kiteroid and we would have won. I was worried about a flip monster because it could be anything this low rank. But no, should have been worried about the Kiteroid, not the flip monster, but we're still gonna win anyway. So he brings that Blue Eyes out, attacks us, destroys some monster. That triggers Fists to come to the hand. Fusion Deployment, so we're gonna have 3 Fists. Bada bing, so he would need another Kiteroid in hand to stop us, and I don't think that's very likely. There's the one residual Kiteroid, and we finish him off for lethal. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing Sherry. We're going second on a tiny win streak. I mean, once you get the hang of Dual Avatar, it's actually a really strong deck. It's fun to use. So look who it is, Salamangreat. If you've seen my channel for a significant amount of time, you know I hate this archetype and I love to clap this archetype. So let's clap him. We're going with our field spell. Normal summon the Fist, that gives us a token from the field spell. We destroy that token, we search the invitation. We're gonna throw away a fusion deployment since we have 2 anyway. 2 tokens equals this guy, the Armored Fist Agyo. Accidentally do this, did not mean to do that, but so be it. Destroy that monster, we do 2400, fusion deployment. Here we go, so we are threatening for lethal still with a Fist. We set Defeating Evil, and return, he destroys Defeating Evil. Ice Dragon Prison, he's gonna special summon our fusion. Banish our 1800 for some reason though. He can't attack directly because he popped the boy. He's going with a Meerkat into a Falco. And just really bad Salamangreat plays, he didn't even do links. So we use Return in the end phase, that gives us Fist and a token, pretty good. Field spell gives us another token, we destroy 1, search evil, guess what we're gonna do with that second token, use the evil, Defeating Evil that is. We game for the back row, it's a Book of Moon, he's gonna Book of Moon our Fist, does not matter, we summoned it last turn, so we just flip him right back up. We almost summon the Foot, Foot is actually able to destroy a monster. He uses the Links or whatever that is to protect the monster once, so he's still taking no damage. Normal summons a Jaguar, starts some actual links this time. Still doing all that other stuff. There's the Jaguar again. And now it's returned to the hand for a Falco. He's actually done the wolf. He's done the wolf, y'all. And stops there and swings over feet. So not a huge deal. There's the token. We're going to search a card so we can use Invitation. All we could probably search was Invitation. But this should be the last fusion we need as we make our biggest boy. Now he's not going to be able to use an effect while we do this. Or he's able to use an effect. Never mind. It's from the graveyard. But we return him anyway. Right after we do damage. Man, look at that. If we had attack charge, he'd have lost right there. But there's not actually much he can do versus me, and he realizes that and surrenders. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Yugo. We're going second. We definitely have first and second turn plays. So let's see what our boys got first. We got 2 field spells. Already have the Invitation. We've got Feet. He is Speedroids. They can pull out a negate to go first as well. So let's see what they do. Starting with Search the Dark Hole. So we know he has Dark Hole. He's got the 1 negate, uses his skill after setting 2. Probably bluff Dark Hole with one of those. Boom. He has a negate of a monster effect. Pretty good for him, but we're not going to worry about it too much. We used our field spell. He's going to Cosmic Cyclone our field spell. We do have another field spell. You can't activate 2 in 1 turn though. We're going to use our Invitation, throw that field spell away. Now we do use the effect monster for the first. That guy's going to pop out. He's going to be at 2400. You choose not to use the other tokens. You don't have to double fusion with that monster. We use one of the tokens for defeating evil. We do 2400. We are 600 from lethal. We lose the token in the end phase because of Invitation. He did bluff the Dark Hole. Bounces that monster. Now we have no cards in our hand. We just can't get OTK'd. We don't want to get OTK'd. So he's bringing out the Borg. Brings out another tuner though. Piper gives him a Forbidden Lance. Not really going to save him. Well, no, Forbidden Lance could work pretty well. We do know he has a Forbidden Lance. That is weird he didn't use it, because here we have our Yui. He could have used the Forbidden Lance in the damage step and kamikazed us there, but chose not to and just ended it. So, dual avatars, guys, they're pretty cool. Been meaning to go through them. I didn't have time to do the live duels tonight, so I'll have to do that at a different time. We'll see. Fusion Deployment, though. I love Fusion Deployment. Just reminds me of my love for fusions. There's going to be other decks we can use, but this was a perfect excuse to get back into Dual Avatar, because really no downside for using it in Dual Avatar. So hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.